Good day, everyone. You are watching Healing Conversations with Daily Prana. I'm Dia Rita, your host. And today, it is my pleasure to introduce to you a very special guest, Miss Galen Sharma. Everyone calls her Master G. She is our spiritual guru who has touched the lives of many on their path to wellness and spirituality. Hi, Master G.
Hi, Tia.
Good
Good
afternoon.
afternoon.
Master G, your journey is an inspiration to many. Could you share with us paano ka nagkanto sa journey na yun?
Oh, okay. Well, it's a wonderful journey. It's quite challenging, but like many of us, I was also one of you who always struggle in terms of lack. I feel like I was very competitive and I was always chasing for something. So I thought that how come every day of my life I used to wake up, I have complete with everything, but I still feel empty inside me. Then there was also moments in my life when I feel like my life is going into patterns. I'm talking about lack in terms of satisfaction, contentment, financial, everything that you could think of. I always something that I don't feel happy and complete about. So when I feel that lack, I thought the solution would be to strive for more. And by striving for more, I thought if I will reach my dream of becoming the top of everything that I want, I would feel happy. Because ultimately, I think I realized now that I just wanted happiness. So ultimately, I was so self-driven and I reached to the point that I reached my dream. Well, I was once a CEO of an international shipping company and I managed all nationalities. But then I was able to enjoy that life for quite some time. But it came to a point that the universe knocked on me, and then I still woke up one day and said, I'm back again to the old me. I still feel empty, and I feel like I no longer find joy and happiness in everything. So to me, I said, it is time that I need to check on something. Maybe something is wrong with me. Then I went to see someone, I will not say it's his medical or whatever practice it is, and then he told me to handle because I'm going low with my emotions. So I should take something because I need to be corrected because something is wrong with me. Well, the rebellious type in me refused to accept that.
So somebody actually said something is wrong with you.
Yes, they said something is wrong with me and I need to handle that because if I will not, I will end up into depression or maybe into a low mental or emotional state. So I refused to accept that. When he told me to take something, I said no. I will never do that because I know there's nothing wrong with me. There is just something that has to be cleared. What is it that I truly want? I was so stubborn and I was so firm that I said, no, I have to just relax and see how it goes. Then, out of the blue, being married to an Indian, my husband just spoke to me, why not let's just go and have vacation in India? And to make the story short, everything unfolds from there.
How young were you at the time after?
When this happened, knocking of the universe,
Yes.
well, it happened 14 years ago. I'm 51, so it happened
Oh.
14 years ago.
13 years
Yes.
ago. At least that tells everyone that it's never too late to still be open to something that you're not used to.
Yes, that's true.
Master G, that story was truly inspiring. Now, paano man ni Master G, ang experience nga mo to, nag-shape sa inyo approach sa teaching and healing?
Okay. Because of that knock from the universe and me being stubborn, and that I believe that there was nothing wrong with me, and I know and trust that something is going to provide me the solution, then I began to realize that I noticed that I need to think what is missing in my life. And funny because there's nothing. There's nothing missing except that I did not have time for myself. I just realized that I was chasing for something that's beyond me. And I did not even know that I was really gaining weight at the time. And I did not see that. So when I started to find time and see myself, I realized that there is something that needs to be done and fixed within me. So I started understanding myself. Even with the onset of starting to understand myself, I realized that I still go around in patterns. And I realized that my intellect, modesty aside, I was really gifted with some intellect. I graduated with honors in every levels. And I feel like I was also gifted with this communication skill
You're very
to be used in the service of helping people. So maybe I was really prepared for this, but I did not know. So when I realized that my intellect cannot comprehend what's happening, I started to understand what is it that's missing that my brain cannot understand or doesn't know. So it brings me into the practice of the unseen. It made me understand that there is something that I am not capable of controlling at the time. And you know what is that? It was my emotion and my thoughts. I cannot go deeply into that. So I started to think, where can I go and understand why am I feeling this way? That's not been explained to me by books or by anything else. So because of that, I was shifted and I was pushed into the path of spirituality, into mindfulness, into knowing self-love and everything else. So because I understand that, I now understand people who are also having the same experience as me. And as I always emphasize in prana, I always say, do not only rely on your intelligence, because in creating a holistic life, we have to understand that holistic wellness is not only done in the physical and mental and also in emotional being, but there is a powerful unseen power within us that's also supported by science. It's not only spiritual, but the science that affects us. And that's how I learned how important it is to address the physical, the medical part, and also the unseen or the energy part. As they say, the energy healing part of the journey.
So just to clarify, Manji, wala ka din nagkanto sa any shrink?
No,
Never.
no,
You never tried?
no.
Okay.
I never did because I was so firm that I will not. Because I know something is whispering inside me, there's nothing wrong. You just have to check what it is that you are missing, that you are not understanding at the moment. And I might not be guided by a shrink or by others, but I was guided by someone powerful in my mind that led me to people. I cannot be like this without my guru, without the other teachers as well. So I was led to other people to learn and understand. I have to emphasize, I have to be grateful to the process of mindfulness, meditation, and energy healing. These are powerful practices that works in complementary with modern medicine.
Okay. Master G, before yoga, you delved first into the spirituality side.
That's right.
Oh, so yoga came after.
That's right.
Okay, so speaking of spirituality, you've developed a unique approach to spirituality. Can you tell us about the core principles of your teachings?
Okay. I think in my successful years of service of transformation to people, local and international, one thing that I have learned is there is no one definite strategy of healing or helping someone. It has to be a mixture of different healing modalities, which that person is willing to accept. However, my modalities of teaching will always evolve on spirituality, which covers mindfulness, self-love, meditation, and energy healing. And all others come as supplementary. Why? Because if we are considering other methods of healing like medical and all those healing books or everything like Surf Journey, these are all already available in the market, right? So I would assume that before people would seek for help and come to me or Daily Prana, I'm pretty sure they have spent some time learning on their own. So how come there was no solution? So it means to say that there is something missing. And most of the time, that missing part is the ability to acknowledge self-love. Because from self-love will stem out your ability to be grateful, to be forgiving, and of course to recognize that there is a higher power that's surrounding us. So I probably, in a quick thought, I call this process of mine as the magnet. The magnet because what I'm trying to uncover from each client that I'm working on is actually their own powers, their own magnet. I just want them to transform and be able to magnetize goodness so that whatever they exude, they will also magnetize. So the way to transform an individual, the way Daily Prana does is to make that individual love herself, find goodness in everything, and of course exude that goodness energy so she or he attracts the same thing. It sounds easy, but it's really, really a very fun yet very challenging
Very
process.
challenging. Self-love that you mentioned is something that I'm still struggling with. Even my husband keeps saying, you have to love yourself. You have to wake up and be jolly. But I guess it's a process.
Yes, it is a process because somehow self-love means guilt to other people. When you spend some time to take care of yourself, sometimes people feels guilty about it. They said I should have done other things for my kids, for my husband, for my wife. So they find it something that should not be done as a priority, which is very wrong because that is where you have to start so you exude a good energy to others.
Master G, kami tanan diri sa Daily Prana. We are a product of your teachings. So we're doing all this journey because of you. We find it so transformative. What do you think makes these experiences of yours and your teaching makes them resonate so well with us and to the people?
Well, because as I mentioned earlier, there is no one specific strategy of healing that works for everyone. So the reason why people see the results or love the way doing it, it's because they have experienced that. And what I'm teaching is actually what they have experienced before. I was in your shoes. I was in a shoe of lack of abundance. I was in a shoe of a person who was not happy because of low emotion. So I know how it feels. So I know how to tick the button on where to check, where is it that's missing or needs healing for the particular person. So when a person tries to see consistently small success and she see himself changing, then of course the person starts to trust the process. And when the person starts to trust the process, then the energy becomes more good. And the goodness in her also helps us in doing the healing in itself.
So Master G, sa kadamuan, for so many people that you have transformed, can you recall one particular story that stands out? And if you don't mind, if you can share that story with us.
Okay, I don't know with other guru or healing teachers, but I have made a vow. I will never speak of anything that I have helped with unless that person will tell the story herself. So when you say successful, well, that's really a lot. But all I can say, I think it's better that you go to our website and see the testimonials there because I think it's more better that you hear from the people themselves. I respect each person's confidentiality. That's why I don't even share it unless I request them for recording and they share it to the group.
Yes, we
Yes.
have one testimonial already that will be out soon. Watch for it.
Thank you for that.
So Master G, it's clear that your work is not only, teaching, but transforming lives. So every session, what do you hope your students take away when they go out of Daily Prana? Anong madala nila?
Okay, the healing process in Daily Prana, well, I hope so with other institutions as well, is always a continuous process. So when they find themselves recovering and very well, when they finish whatever program they have with me, then I always give them what I call a spiritual maintenance pill for them to keep practicing on a daily basis so that it will support their spirituality. It will help them remember that life is good, that they have to prioritize self-love, that they have to be grateful, that they have to learn forgiveness and all these sorts of things. Which I hope our viewers right now who find it very irrelevant to healing, I should say all those things that I have just spoken are very vital in a wellness and a healing process. So I hope that those who have been in Prana, and I'm happy to hear because I always check on them, I'm happy to hear that if they just continue the practice, everything else is just good. And that's just it. Keep the practice, keep the commitment to yourself.
Thank you, Master G. As we close though, do you have a final message to our viewers?
Yes. I think the only thing, just like how I said about my life, if you feel that something needs to be corrected or to be healed, find or seek ways to heal. There is nothing wrong if you find healing. Life is very beautiful, and if you waste it on regret, if you waste it on just hiding, on just being insecure and has no confidence in facing the world, then you are just wasting a very, very worthy gift from the Divine Father. So I suggest everybody is not perfect. We are all imperfect creations, but beautiful, right? So we have to find ways how to improve ourselves and continue doing that. And if you want to find healing, I tell you, you will find the right connection to the right teacher and to the right healing modality. And all I request is, when you're requesting for healing, do not limit it to the intellectual capacity. Because somehow, healing comes with words that we don't understand. That's how universe speak to us. They send someone to enlighten us. They send someone to make us understand that somehow all those tangible items that we use for healing might not work. So we have to check on something unseen. And very obviously, I'm talking about energy. Check on your energy because your energy always impacts your life, the life of your loved ones, your abundance, especially if you're lacking always with money. It always has a great impact on that. And please be open. Be open to understand what is energy and what it is all about. That is nothing about religion. It's about spirituality, which I do hope you also try to check what's the difference between the two. I think that's it. Love yourself and go on, keep on healing, keep on evolving as a human person.
Thank you so much, Master G, for sharing your wisdom and insights with us. Thank you so much. We truly appreciate it. To our viewers, I hope this episode opens new path in your journey to wellness and peace. Until next time, stay inspired.